Hey everyone, Cheoff Geoff here. Welcome to my garden patio. All right, so like many people here in Toronto, we have these little tiny patios, and we want to make them green and have our flowers and our herbs and things like that. So if you've got an herb garden growing on your patio, let's find out some ways to keep our herbs looking good and use them. So with that in mind, if you want to think like a chef, two things. If you got herbs growing in that garden of yours, you've got to use them, and number two, if you've got those herbs and you're going to use them, why not turn those herbs into an all-purpose marinade that you can have on hand, kind of at all times, to make your life a lot easier when you're preparing your foods and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim a little bit of rosemary. I've got some rosemary here, and when it starts to wilt a little bit like this, you just want to prune it down to get the so the plant will stay nice and hardy and so forth. And theoretically, this is what's going to happen anyway. I've read a little bit here and there, and we'll see what happens. All right. And just the minute you even touch this stuff, it smells so beautiful. It has that like grassy, piney, aromatic, herbaceous, beautiful smell. Oh, you smell great. Okay. I'm going to cut a few more here, and we'll jump back into the kitchen where we normally are, and we're going to go from there. All right, welcome back to my kitchen, guys. Kind of forgot to mention before, if you're new to the channel, thanks so much for stopping by, and don't forget to hit the old subscribe button. Of course, all of the recipes that I'm doing will be posted on chefgeoff.ca. I'll put the link in the dialog box. So today's all-purpose marinade is also going to be part of a series or playlist that I'm creating called Essential Prep Recipes, and these are just quick and easy recipes that you can use in your kitchen that are really fundamentals to doing things right in the kitchen and help you thinking like a chef. Okay, so we got all of our rosemary has been dried out and it's been picked and cleaned. What I've got is one little stalk left over here, and I'm just going to show you, just in order to prepare this, you just want to remove it from the stalk and just get all the leaves. And once you touch it, oh boy, it's just the smell just comes right back out. And all we're going to do is chop this thing up and build our marinade. And you want to cut pretty fine because you don't want to be chewing on full stalks of the rosemary. So just take that extra second and chop it up nice and fine. I accidentally cut some basil from the garden as well, so we're just going to add this in because it just smells nice, and what are you going to do, right? You got it on hand, let's use it. Just going to add that in. And so the reason I call this all-purpose marinade is because it is just super versatile. It's you can use it for chicken, you can use it for steaks, you can use it for salmon, you're roasting vegetables. Even if you're starting a stir fry, instead of using just regular oil, why not use your all-purpose oil? All right, so I got a mason jar here. We got all of our chopped up herbs. In you go. Get it all in there. So we got some chopped garlic. I want a big tablespoon of it. This is about 2 cloves worth of crushed garlic. And just kind of a teaspoon of seeded mustard. Throw that in there as well. I got a cup of just vegetable oil. Because this is going to be kept in the fridge, you want to use vegetable oil, not... just see how I just love the way it looks once you throw it all in there. So we're just going to give it a quick little stir. So if you were using olive oil and you kept this in the fridge, the olive oil would harden and so forth because it has a different cooling temperature and heating temperature than vegetable oil. Got that really nice color. And it's really important that whatever you guys have growing in your garden, just use it, right? So whether that's parsley or any other kind of woody herb, rosemary, you got some tarragon in there, whatever it is. So we got our lid on, we've got everything ready to go. All the stuff is going to fall to the bottom, so whenever you want to use it, just shake it up. And then you got this really nice marinade on hand. So I'll show you a quick application for this all-purpose marinade. So I've got some really nice tenderloins. I always want to call them tenderlones, I don't know why. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this thing a shake. We're going to throw a little bit in our mixing bowl here. and just marinate. And you know, this is a great example of the application for this. If you've got some steaks ready to go, you have some chicken ready to go for dinner tonight, you know, why use salt and pepper or you know, some steak spice or something like that? But when you've got this all-purpose marinade that you can that you got on hand in your fridge. So if you're marinating steaks or something like that, you want to give yourself probably 2 hours after marinating before you use it. But I got some seriously dirty hands. But yeah, so this is our all-purpose marinade, and I think it's something that you guys will really enjoy using, and it's just really essential to have in your fridge. All right, so from my kitchen to yours, guys, bon appetit.